today's Living Word with Pastor Arlene.
Thank you for joining us for Friday's Living Word. Ashlyn, do you want to continue here?
Yes, well, we've been talking about goals, our relationship with God, how we've been given a brand new spirit when we were born again, and how things flow out of our spirit by renewing our mind and getting to know Jesus through a relationship with Him. I'm going to read Philippians 3:10, and this is Paul speaking, and he says, "That I may know Him and the power of His resurrection and the fellowship of His sufferings, being made conformable unto His death." I'm also going to read this in the Amplified Version. It says, "For my determined purpose is that I may know Him, that I may progressively become more deeply and intimately acquainted with Him." Paul is saying he wants to get on a very intimate and deep level with Jesus, perceiving and recognizing and understanding the wonders of His person more strongly and more clearly, and that I may in the same way come to know the power outflowing from His resurrection, which it exerts over believers, and that I may so share His sufferings as to be continually transformed in spirit into His likeness, even to His death in the hope. In the spirit, and it says, be transformed in the spirit into His likeness. We want to be transformed like Jesus, become who He was. We have His Spirit living inside of us. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about spirit, soul, and body. We want what's in our spirit to flow out, to come out into who we are in this natural world. And to do that, we need to know and experience God on an intimate level. We need to desire to know and experience Him on a personal level. Knowing and understanding not only the resurrection, but also His sufferings. When we understand what He accomplished for us on the cross, what He endured, how He paid for our sicknesses, diseases, our lack of wealth, He paid for that all on the cross so that we can experience prosperity here on this earth. We can experience divine health, that we don't have to walk through these sort of things. He has good and perfect plans for us. We just need to discover who He is and what He desires for us.
When Ashlyn is talking about transformed, as it says here in the Amplified, transformed, and then in spirit into His likeness. Our spirit, as Ashlyn said, is already like Him. The transformation comes in our mind when we are transformed in our thinking. So in other words, we can say, what kind of a mindset do you have? What is your mind set on? So this weekend, as you go forth, set your mind on things above, on Jesus and what He's done for you and who you are, and start thinking the way He does. And as Ashlyn says, we have everything we need. Healing, prosperity, it's all in our spirit. And as we start thinking and speaking like Jesus does, we'll pull it out of our spirit and become more and more like Him. Thank you for joining us this week.